It's time for Around the Ozarks Rewind, brought to you by Kaleidoscope at the corner of Fremont and Sunshine. Here are your hosts, Woody and Janet.
I forgot how to do this.
You did? You forgot how to do what?
Hello, everybody. What up? I just want to say one thing.
Just one, and that's it, because that's not going to cover.
These are very, very bad days to have a weak president. But alas, such is our lot.
Ooh.
He still hadn't, well, as of this recording of this podcast, Iran's still getting the $6 billion to fund.
I heard there was even
Hamas.
more.
What?
I heard there was even more money than
Yeah,
that.
there is. But I think that's one lump of money that he could do something about, from what I understand. And
It's
I just got to
scary.
tell you this.
Scary
this is
situation.
as scary as anything that's ever happened.
In your time, even?
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
World War III starting?
Huh?
World War III starting?
We're about one bomb drop away.
I agree with
Just
that.
and I tell you what, I've tried to watch it on TV, and it physically makes me sick. I have to turn it off.
That's funny.
And watch The Lone Ranger.
That's funny. I had to watch I had to turn it and watch old Seinfeld last night because
the Lone Ranger.
the Lone Ranger.
Well, whatever's on, you know.
Okay.
I just watch dead people.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm telling you, I was watching footage for hours yesterday. Okay, and I text my friend Abby. I said, I'm getting really frightened. I'm upset. I don't know what to do. She said, turn the TV off.
Yeah, there you go.
You have to stop.
Yes, but then
watching.
hiding your head in the sand and not knowing what's going on in the world is irresponsible too.
Well, yeah.
So just get little
Doses.
drips of it. Just get the headlines.
You know, so I could leave the TV on, but just run through the house real fast.
Well, you know what I do? I
pretty
watch
fast.
Fox Business Channel. They keep up with the stock market and all that stuff, you know, because I'm a heavy trader, you know, in the stock market. I don't
a
know.
dealer?
anything.
Are you a dealer?
Huh?
Trader.
I don't know. I bought some Apple stock about 20 years ago, and that's all I know.
He's a millionaire then, I guess.
Yeah, it keeps going up, but
You really
anyway,
could be. You know, that's something
anyway,
you should check.
they just hit the highlights, and so you know enough to get upset.
Well, some of the reporters can't even speak. You know it's horrible when they are
And what's up with these people in America
taking the side of
Hamas?
I don't know. I don't understand
I don't get
it.
that. I don't get that.
I don't get it. I don't. It's scary.
I don't get it. Well, let's see. What else was I going to do? Oh, I had an unfortunate thing happen to me.
What happened?
Well, I decided to take my gator down. I thought the dogs were way in the back in the backfield.
Yeah.
And I took my gator down to the mailbox. Well, they must have heard it, and they came.
Is it loud? Gator's a big green thing with it's got a...
It's a four-wheeler. It's a John Deere,
it's green.
little
And,
utility.
so it has a bed, right?
Well, most of them are yellow and green, John Deere colors, but mine is like OD. You know what OD is?
Oh, yeah, it's not
Olive
good.
drab.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. It's a military term.
Oh.
I don't expect you to understand.
Does it have
that.
a bed on the back?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
anyway, you were good. I'm sorry.
And the dogs heard it, and they ran down to chase me. They got down to the Johnson's house down there just across from my mailbox, and she had chickens out. She lets them out. I didn't know she let them out at 3
Mrs. Johnson
o'clock. Yeah, Mrs. Johnson.
had her chickens out.
Yeah. And she was wearing her dresses,
I
matey.
was just going to say, it sounded like a song coming.
No.
What, did you hit one or something?
No, my dog,
Ate a chicken?
he caught one, took it home. She came back. She came down to the house to get it. She was very nice, but she was upset. It was a rooster, thank goodness. She said, I'm glad it wasn't one of the laying hens. So I tried to get, it was Eric that did this. I tried to get him in the house, and
Did he kill it?
he killed it. Oh. And he was so proud, he ran back down there and then got a hen and killed that one. Brought it back just as proud as he could be. He brought it in the living room.
Mrs. Johnson say about that?
Well, she was sad about that.
Because it was a
And
laying
her
hen.
husband, she called her husband, and he tried to call me, but my wife picked up.
Are you going to have to pay for her cock?
Well, yes, of course. And her hen.
That's...
What about the interest on the eggs she didn't get?
Well, I don't know, but they're $15 a piece when you go to the swap meet there in Fordland, the chickens. So I put $30 in her mailbox. Oh, and you wrote to me yesterday.
You never answer when I write to you. You're the worst.
I went like this with my...
I text you I text you so much I forget what I text because you never answer.
You asked me about
I have to
my
look back.
doctor visit.
Yes, how did your doctor's visit go? I was worried.
Oh, well, I sat there for about 45 minutes and they came
with
out.
a bad back, which is horrible.
Oh, I was hurting. Mr. Snow, Mr. Snow, Dr. Ozwalski has emergency surgery. He's got to go
After you sat there?
Yeah. So you know what I did?
Should have just fallen over.
I said, "Do you know who I am?"
You didn't.
I did.
You did?
Yeah.
And she said, no.
They didn't know. And so... No.
I'm Jess Stevens. My
You
God.
said my name. Yeah, you should have said my name.
Yeah.
No.
I'm a singer.
No, I didn't really do that. I wanted the person who needed the emergency surgery to get served. So I'm going back on the 20th at 9:30 a.m.
Okay, so you weren't going in for surgery. You were
No, I'm going in for consultation. I guess
you would let me know that, right?
Show me the MRIs and tell me what's wrong with me and how to fix it. But, I've got to get it fixed because my legs get numb after I stand for about 5 minutes.
I know. I saw it happen.
Oh, yeah.
Last time we were leaving here, we were walking out. I was walking behind you, and you froze like, what's his name? Mitch McConnell. Only it was your legs.
That was really weird to see him just... Mr. Speaker, are you all right? He just stared.
I shouldn't laugh. I laughed because they said it was nothing medical.
He stared like that guy that was in the bar when we were down in Atlanta.
Oh, yes. That was so weird. That was really weird. Who was he? Was he looking at you or me?
He was looking out the window.
Oh, it's the weirdest face ever.
But anyway,
frozen in
we'll
time.
We'll have to do a whole podcast and talk about our adventures.
Our trips? I don't know about that.
Okay, we got a bunch of mail. I got letters. You got a letter.
I have a letter,
You want to read a letter, or do you want to talk about...
I wanted to ask you something. A friend of mine asked me yesterday, and I thought, I want to ask guys, because I think guys and girls will have a different take on it. She said that her boyfriend would hit like on an attractive girl's selfie that she would post on Facebook. And she said, I just know, I was just kind of scrolling through stuff and I noticed that he was liking all of her pictures. Is that a form of cheating?
No, but I think you should only hit like if you like.
I think it is too, Jay.
I think you should only hit like if you like what they said about the picture. Like I loved spending time on the coast and blah, blah. Oh,
no, this is just a thumbs up. Like, ooh, you look good.
No.
That's a precursor. What do you call that?
A gate. Not a big deal.
Is it her boyfriend?
All her pictures?
Or
yes,
husband?
It's her boyfriend.
He's got a lot of... He could like as many people as he wants.
Okay.
Ooh, until they're married.
Now, you know what? I've got a letter about that. Let's see. No. I didn't bring that one, but it's about a couple who's engaged, and he wants to take her to Europe for a year.
Wow!
And she wants to bring her cat, and he said no. And she said, "I've had this cat, I don't know, 7 or 8 years old, but she loves the cat." And the guy said, "Well, they scratch up furniture. Get his nails pulled out." And she says, "No, that's cruel. I won't do that."
Especially when they're adult cats.
Well, anytime. I mean, it's like cutting dogs' ears. That is just barbaric.
What about,
like they do what?
The
snip
snip on
the Jewish boys.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, okay. Well, that's more than I was asking. I didn't need to know about your situation.
Did you ever watch Monk?
No.
He remembered being abused by a man, and he was telling his therapist this, and his mother was there, and he couldn't understand it, and his father was there, and
Was
there
it
were
the
balloons.
Moyle?
Huh?
He was.
No. He said, the first thing I remember, I was being slapped. And his therapist says, if it was anybody else, I wouldn't believe this, but you're remembering your birth. They weren't mistreating you. That's the way.
Wow.
Yeah, he's quite the detective. Okay, so
Amazing.
Lips. Let's talk about your lips.
Oh,
Because I have a friend
read
who
this thing. If you want your lips bigger, instead of filler or Restylane, you can mix. Okay, take notes.
Okay.
A tablespoon of olive oil
Olive oil, got it.
with 2 to 3 drops of cinnamon essential oil.
Cinnamon essential oil available in your local grocery store?
I would say Mama Jean's or
Okay.
okay, and then you put it on your lips. You let it sit for 60 seconds, 1 minute, and then you rinse off. And they should stay big for hours.
Wow. If you're going on a date or something?
I guess so.
Did you do these just before you got here?
Your lips
Yes,
looking
I
extra
did.
plump. Her hair's looking luscious today.
Oh, thank you very much.
I bet a
Stop,
lot
guys.
of people want to kiss you, don't they?
Oh, stop. You guys. Really? The guys. I'm so
Well, I got a
embarrassed.
question for you. I have
Yeah.
a good friend that lives up around Buffalo, and she emails me, and she said she was getting ready to go to Springfield to get her lips fixed. And what does that mean? What can lips break? I mean,
She's probably getting filler.
huh?
Restylane filler in her lips. Like get her lips done, fixed,
Do I need filler?
Yes. But
Botox, right?
no, Botox is for like wrinkles and fine lines.
Okay.
Filler plumps things. Yeah, you could use a little bit.
A little
on the-
plumping in my lips?
But the thing is, see, you've got the goatee there with the hole in the middle.
This
and
is
if
not
you
a goatee.
plug-
This is a Van Dyke.
It's a what?
A Van Dyke.
I'm sorry.
That's what it's called.
Really? I didn't know that. Because of Dick Van Dyke?
No, I think the name was around before Dick Van Dyke. Did you know he's still around? And
Oh, he's really
doing
old,
stuff?
but he's still doing stuff, yeah. Not falling like he used to.
Did he
on
used to-
purpose.
over the ottoman.
Yeah.
Boy, how old are you? Jeez.
I remember
That's an
Dick
old
Van
one.
Dyke because you know what? My best friend growing up, she believes that her brother's real father is Dick Van Dyke's brother.
Ooh, controversy.
Wow.
Yeah. What's his name? He's
Jerry.
our coach. Yes. And he
He's
looked just
deceased.
like him. It's a long backstory how her mom and
He
Jerry
was funny.
met.
He had some parts on the Andy Griffith show a couple times.
I'm not going to mention names, but yeah. And I look at pictures and it's like,
Quick letter here for the married people.
all right. Let her rip.
So it seems like several of my family members and friends have separate checking accounts from their spouses, which is so strange to me. My husband and I merged ours a year after we were married because we're, married. And it's not like we care about what the other buys. I thought everyone did that, but lately I'm learning that it is not the case. Do you share an account or keep it separate, Woody and Janet? If so, why? One of my friends says that she does it to hide the amount she spends on wine from her husband. And several guys I know do it to hide how much they spend on hunting or golf. Oh, yeah, and I know where else, too.
That sounds like
Yeah.
code word for me.
It did it to
And
me too.
that leads to a whole new topic. What kind of spending do you hide from your SO? I guess that's...
Significant other.
Yeah. So...
I couldn't hide anything. I mean, it was like the minute I walked in the door, it was known.
now,
where
so
I'd
you did
been,
not
what I
have
bought.
separate accounts.
we,
He's pretty controlling. I mean, he's very detail-oriented.
yes.
And so, I know...
Even though it was like my own account, he could see movement on it or
How?
through the computer.
Well,
I
then he
assume.
had to have his name on your account.
Well, I
Yeah.
guess so.
Yeah, and I think married people should trust each other. I don't trust my wife. I mean,
I know. You guys have separate accounts.
we
You
have
always
separate
have.
accounts, huh?
You always have. haven't
I
you?
know.
Yeah. What do you spend your secret money on?
What I spend my money on?
Not pants. That's for sure.
One
These
pair, good to go.
What day are we on?
83. I've worn these pants for 83 straight days. Thank you. And how do they look?
They look good.
I take a wet
they don't
washcloth
smell
and
great.
wipe them down, you know, when I go to bed.
A wet wipe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so
I think it's okay
What
to have
else?
separate accounts and then maybe have one joint account.
did you say you had a letter, or did you already talk
Yes,
about that?
I do.
Okay, read that one to us.
Okay, I'll let you do this one.
By the way, thank you for the mail, everybody. Oh, and let me mention that our show is brought to you by Kaleidoscope, the unique, cool store on Fremont and Sunshine.
Yes, sir.
That's right, baby.
Do your jingle.
Kaleidoscope. Oh, I forgot it. Kaleidoscope, yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, you want this letter?
Yeah.
Okay. Dear Woody and Jan, I recently applied for a supervisor's position where I work. One of my coworkers who held the same position I did, though with significantly fewer years of experience at the company, was given the job
What?
instead of me.
And he had seniority over this person?
Yes.
Oh.
I tried to
Where
blow it off.
Tenure doesn't mean anything anymore.
Does it? I tried to blow it off. Unfortunately, I seem to be unable to do that. This coworker is now my boss, and I often receive dictation and instruction from him. I feel uncomfortable and almost jealous. How do I rid myself of these feelings? I feel stuck.
I'm glad you asked me because I've been through this very same thing.
Really?
I used to work at a radio station called KGBX.
Oh, I
And
remember
when the
that.
program director went away, that was Mitch Baker. Anybody remember Mitch?
I remember Mitch Baker.
Great guy. I said to myself, you know, Wood Dog, you've been in the business a long time. You can tell these other people what to do. You can show them a thing or two.
No,
And
you
then
did not want the
this
program director
This
job.
young upstart who started out as an intern
Paul.
at the very same station moves ahead of me and gets to be the operations manager.
You were the star.
And now...
Yeah, you were the talent.
You were the star.
You're
You
not,
have to have talent. Has to be separate from the suits. Like me.
there's no way you could be a suit.
Well, I was very jealous, and I felt very small and insignificant.
Well, it's time to get past it.
disrespected. But so I know how you feel, sir. And
How'd you get
and
past
I'm still
it?
praying that Paul Kelly has, you know, that he fails out in Phoenix, where he's in charge of 20 radio stations. And owns 2 houses now, one here in Springfield
Yes.
and one in Phoenix.
Right.
And often posts pictures of exotic vacations. By the way, happy birthday, Amy. That's his wife. I like her, but he is. I
Boy,
mean,
he's-
to stab me in the.
I don't think he stabbed you in the back. He just
You're
accepted.
still the star, and you're still the suit.
Yeah, he
Well-
was like behind the scenes doing all the hard stuff.
Well, yeah, I would have had him do that if I was operations manager. I would have made him
Do you
do
realize
that anyway.
if you had become that, if you had gotten that position, you would have been my boss?
I was your boss.
Oh, that would have been a horror.
You were my
weren't
morning show
boss.
secretary.
You were not my boss. You were.
Why do you think I gave you a candy bar on Secretary's Day?
Oh, that was nice. Yeah.
No, I was kidding about Paul. He is a terrific guy, and I supported him all the way. Okay, what else? I want another letter, or how are we doing on time?
We're right on the money.
Right on the money.
On the money.
I can save this letter for
Well, I got
next time.
I have a little.
I don't understand what the
What this is about?
what is the
What are you
attraction
doing
to
here?
these podcasts.
If you'd listen to them, you'd know.
You think I would enjoy it?
Yes.
They're funny.
I like listening to old air checks, but then I have
It's the same thing. It's like that.
Well, no, they're too new.
What do you
I mean, I listened to old air checks from 10 years ago, you know, when Woody and
Well-
Janet were hot and fresh.
And now
Not-
what
not-
are we?
Not old and wrinkled
Got your second win now.
Oh, old and wrinkled.
with Botox lips.
That's terrible. No, I was going to bring up one more thing before we sign off. So I ordered my daughter a dress,
Oh, yeah.
a very expensive dress. She was going to pay for part of it. I said, yeah, I'll go ahead and buy it because she's good about that. So 2 dresses come.
2, but you only ordered
Only
one.
ordered one.
And they sent 2.
In separate, in different colors.
Whoa. Now the question
Pay
is...
for one.
Only paid for one.
You got a deal.
I got a deal. I get to keep it.
It is my understanding from reading Dear Abby many years ago that if a company
My
sends...
friend Abby?
Huh? Yeah.
My friend, you
Yeah.
write to her?
Yeah, she used to have a column in the Kickapoo High School totem pole. What'd they call it? What'd they call their newspaper?
The Prairie News?
The Prairie News. And so I wrote with this very question, and she wrote back
Did you just vomit in your mouth?
Yeah, a little bit.
At the 20-minute mark, he starts to get drooly on us.
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Okay, and...
It never fails.
Give me a kiss,
I don't
baby.
even have to look at the clock. I know when it's 20 minutes.
And kiss me. So it's my understanding that you get to keep that and you don't have to pay for it. If they send it to you...
Who said that? I don't want to be
Abby.
dishonest. Oh, my friend Abby said that.
Abby, she wrote that in the Prairie News.
Okay. I just don't
Okay,
want to.
we got to go, everybody. So if you'd like to correct us on anything or write to us, or you have any questions... a laugh is not a good thing to stifle when
He's
you're...
almost crying.
What?
You have him. You know what? I can put it in your terms.
What?
You have him in stitches.
I have him in stitches. What's that mean? I had him falling out of his chair. They were in stitches. Hey, gotta go. Thank you very much, everybody. It's the Woody and Jenna podcast brought to you by Kaleidoscope.
You would put the vomit in that cup.
Well, it's hard being an old man sometimes.
Hey, it's hard getting old. It is. I
Brought
know.
to you by Kaleidoscope. It's a great store. So much fun. And so many unique individual things you'll never find anywhere else.
That is true.
And it's on the corner of Sunshine and Fremont. What else can we say? Go by and tell Tom and Pam you listen to our podcast, and because they're
And
making
Whitney,
this possible.
she's over there all the time now.
Whitney, I thought she died.
That's her daughter. Their daughter?
Oh.
Gosh.
I was thinking of
Jeez.
Whitney Houston.
Oh, gosh. Yes. She's gone.
I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. Boy, I made 2 good jazz songs this. Did you guys ever listen to my music?
On the last
Yes.
episode, we did. We even
Yes.
played
On the last episode,
We
I
did.
gave you a CD to
we
take home.
played some listeners.
Yep.
We played it for some listeners.
And I listened to
I
it in
know
my
you
car.
did, but did you listen to the whole thing?
I have not. I have it, though, right here.
I listened to it in my car, yes.
Some friend.
I don't
Not
have
the
a
whole
CD
thing you
player.
didn't.
I don't have
How
a
many
CD
were
player.
on there?
It's a long one. Remember, because it's all one mix.
Oh, it's like all...
Like,
So-
it's like Pink Floyd, The Wall. It's one continuous.
Yes.
So next time I'll put them in segments.
Yes.
And you'll be able to skip ahead if you've had enough of one. Okay, everybody. Thank you so much. See ya.
This has been Around the Ozarks Rewind with Woody and Janet. If you have questions or topics for the show, email Woody and Janet at aroundtheozarks.com.